Good morning, YouTubers, friends, and family. Happy Sunday. RV Debs here, and it is a beautiful start to the morning. It's going to get very hot, but right now it is only 79 degrees with a nice breeze. I just got back in from walking Lily and Rosie, and it was nice, but it's going to get up in the high 90s. And this week in the hundreds, like all week, no break. So I guess summer now is in full bloom. But it is a beautiful day no matter what. And that's something I want to talk about, is Texas. I have come up with basically a list of things that are just crazy things in Texas. Phrases that Texans use all the time, and sometimes you'll have never heard them anywhere else. It's because it's a very unique place. It really is. A few things that are kind of nuts is the weather. The weather has been crazy. Like, there's a saying: if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. That's true. This has got such a bunch of families that really gather. I mean, Texas, like the heart of our country, with families that gather and get together and have parties, and it's just a very close-knit with your family party place, and it's friendly. No matter where you go, people smile at you and greet you and ask you how you're doing. So that's a really nice thing. And the sunsets, oh my gosh, the sunsets and the clouds are absolutely gorgeous here all the time. And they're colorful, and the sunsets. I mean, I lived right on Clearwater Beach in Florida, and of course the sunsets were breathtaking almost every day. But here in Texas, it's a different kind of sky, and it's a different kind of sunset, but it's absolutely the best sunsets. Colors, and just how big the sun looks when it's going down, and you take a drive, and it's just the entire sky lit up. So. And clouds, formations that are just beautiful. And some of them hang really low. You feel like you can just touch them. But what's really fun here is the phrases that Texans use. For example, in Texan you'd say, if somebody says something in your mood, you say, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And another one is, well, I swear that boy is dumber than a box of rocks. Dumber than a box of rocks. That girl is uglier than sin. And sin is pretty ugly in Texas. And that girl's just too big for her britches. Too big for your britches. And a really good one, I think, is, this ain't my first rodeo. You know, this ain't my first rodeo. He fell off of a turnip truck. That's how dumb he is. And one of the funny ones is, that's, you know, sweating like a whore in church. I've never heard that one used, but when I made my list, that somebody on another channel said that one. But that's a funny one, isn't it? Sweating like a whore in church. I can't trust him as far as I could throw him. Or if somebody's explaining something and you're going to say that you understand, you can say, I smell what you're stepping in. Especially if it's like a bad story. I guess that's when you use it. I smell what you're stepping in. Or if someone's absolutely telling you that it's the truth, you can hang your hat on it. You can hang your hat on it. And this one's kind of tricky because I always say this, only because I mean it. I don't say it in a facetious kind of way, but in Texas, you got to be careful how you say this one. Bless her heart. You know, someone's been trying to paint, and she's showing you and maybe it doesn't so good. So you say, bless her heart. She did try, didn't she? I say bless her heart, or I bless your heart, or bless her heart when something's gotten to me, and it's different here. Another one they say is up and at 'em. Up and at 'em. Got to get out of here. And this one's one of my favorites. This is somebody that's like boasting about, you know, just got his cowboy hat on and his belt with the big thing and his boots and oh, I'm sorry, he's all hat and no cattle. Yeah, so that's a good one. He's all hat, no cattle. And then another one is fixin' to, and this one you hear all the time. You know, are you gonna stay for a while? No, I'm fixing to leave. I'm fixing to go to the store. I'm fixing to move on. Another one of my favorite, I haven't heard much, but I have heard it. Might could. So like, you know, if somebody's saying, you know, are you able to do this or that? Might could. Might could. And of course the favorite one, which is everybody in the South uses this one, y'all. And we do say it, I even say it from Florida, y'all. Another one that's really a strange saying that is kind of funny to think about is used to could. Used to could. Yeah, there was a time when we went dancing, used to could. Used to could. And my friend told me this one yesterday, and it says, you say, if a guy is like, he just thinks he's hot because he gets every woman in the bar to go home with him, or he's in school and he's like, you know, he's Mr. he gets all the girls. And you'd say, that guy throws a wide loop. He throws a wide loop. Pretty good ones, aren't they? Another one is, and this is pretty funny, but uglier than sin. Now in Texas, it's basically Christian state, and sin is a bad place. It's bad, sin, and to be uglier than sin is pretty bad. How about dumber than a box of rocks? That guy's dumber than a box of rocks. Pretty dumb. And that's it, I think. Yeah, you're too big for your britches. This ain't my first rodeo. I think I said that one anyway. Well, those are the things that I've picked up on, or I've heard someone say. And so I thought I would share some Texas phrases with you, and just things about Texas that is fabulous. The twang. Here in Texas, you hear, I mean, there's accents all over. You can go to Boston, they have a Boston accent. You go to Georgia, and they got a Georgia accent. But here in Texas, they have their own twang. I can't even reproduce it. I've tried. It's just amazing to listen to people. Not amazing, but it's fun. It's fun to listen to people from here talk to each other, or talk to you. Sometimes I don't even understand them. But most of the time I do. But it's definitely their own twang, and it's really almost like it's the only other time that I felt this is, I feel like Texas is like its own little country. I mean, it's part of the USA. They've got more spirit here than anybody. And anytime you're at a loss for words, or it's real quiet, you can say, how about them Cowboys? Because that's their team, you know, this is Texas. But Texas is unique, very unique. And so is, I always feel like I'm in my own island here in Texas. And it's huge. And then Key West, I lived there for a few years, and in Key West, it was like leaving the United States and going to another place. That's pretty much Key West to me, still. Anyway, that's what's going on. I got to get going. Talk to you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hugs and kisses, everyone.